Fly me to the moon, let me dream those charts. Let me see what freedom's like, without dollars and gold bars. In other words, I'll hold my keys. In other words, let's make history. Fill my wallet with coins, and let me hold out forevermore. You're the currency I stand for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. Yes, oh Bitcoin, your love is true and unconditional. You're my knight in shining armor in this dark, cruel world. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You're not just any digital currency. There's only 21 million of you. And in a world we share with like 8 billion freaking people, that makes you very special.
What's the second thought? There is no second pass.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to Crypto Chaos. I'm, of course, your host, the Crypto Otaku, and yeah, we're back for some more Crypto Chaos and the news, where you guys, of course, come for the news, but just stay for the chaos. What's up, guys? Good evening, good evening. Oh, let's go. I'm actually kind of feeling under the weather tonight, but the show must go on. I kind of put the Tinfoil Hat Tuesday on the back burner. I apologize, guys. I'm going to try to make this one a quick one. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the bathroom to throw up.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah. Let's see. Good evening, all. How's it going? G-Dog in the house. Crypto Quinton, how's everyone going? Good evening. Winning. Happy Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Good evening to all. Andre, I apologize on that tinfoil hat. We'll have to get a rain check. Happy, yes, TF, Otakuites in the house. Brave Heart McFreedom. Yes, Jake the Snake freaking some people out in the bedroom there with that video earlier. Back from the grazing fields, Braveheart brings the beef. Oh my god. Yes, bring out the chaos cords. Oh gosh, guys. I wish I was feeling a little bit better, but I'm trying to hold things down here. Literally. Oh man. A-Train in here saying crash baby crash baby trash. Dylan's dimes are moving. Yes, guys, if you're a part of the Patreon, you know exactly what we're getting at. Dylan's dimes over in the Patreon is still moving. And one of our coins, I'm not going to say which one, obviously, is already on the move, already started to bounce a little bit. So getting excited for that first move, but yeah, still too early, guys. Hold on tight. Yes, holding up a lighter, says Braveheart. Let's go. Yes. Same here, my man. Every single night. Otaku getting ready to rug us. Yes, I'm getting ready to rug you over on the Patreon. Guys, if you don't want to miss it, jump on over there. Obviously, I'm not going to rug you. I don't have the funds for that. All right. Let's get back to it. How's it going, guys? How is Bitcoin holding up? 68,200, 300. This is the second day for the foreign market open right now. Completely, I think they're all back in business, except probably Iran. I'll be assuming. Maybe not UAE as well. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here and see what we got going on. I have a lot of news to cover tonight. And like I said, it's going to be a speed round for sure. There's a lot to cover. Anyway, starting off, of course, with if you guys missed the morning open with us, yeah, you would know. I guess you would know if you were with us. We of course called for baseline bear last night. What did we get? Baseline bear, obviously baseline more than anything else. We are grinding the top of this right now. Hopefully, potentially going to see a breakout. My idea this morning was something like this to hopefully get us back above and a new leg up for the end of this week. Hopefully getting us back above and staying above 70, 71, 72, the lower ranges, of course, the 70s. All right, that's kind of still my plan. Nothing has really changed there. We're still really tight as this evening has developed. And I'm sure the foreign market is going to have some sort of fun for us. But anyway, guys, tight, right price action right now.
Go.
Tight. Yes, tight like a tiger. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, like a tiger. Yes.
Sound like a tiger blood, man. Winning.
So much winning. I'm tired of winning, guys. I really am so freaking tired of being right.
You're gonna win so
Can we
much.
just be wrong
you
one
may
day?
even get tired of winning.
I am. All right, moving on. Let's get to it. We have a lot. Like I said, I got a lot to go over, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it. Trying to hold things down in my stomach. Okay. All right. Let's see. Right now we have, yes, the order books tonight, as always. Of course, representing, bringing this to you is Kimba the White Snowland on YouTube. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit like, subscribe here on my channel, but also check him out. He's been, of course, providing this as a service for free for the last 5 years. Don't pay for it, get it free.
What are you, stupid?
And here I go again, checking out what's going on tonight with the order books on Bitcoin. It looks like we're still kicking it off, more bullish overall on the inflows compared to the bears right now on the shorts. Only a little bit, about $100 million, but yeah, the bulls still have a little bit of their way on the move to the upside. We are starting to get a lot of buying pressure right here at 67. Looks like 67.5 more than likely. Yeah, so looks like that's in play right there. Yeah, that's pulling up our bootstraps now for support right around 66K. Looking pretty good so far, although there's still quite a bit above us to get through around 75K. That's the goal, guys. That's the goal, is we get tight in here, and then we produce this new leg up here and start claiming these $71,000 to $74,000 range. Anything else going on here in the last 24 hours? There's a little bit. We have a few areas right here that's being purchased in, about more longs going in than shorts right now. There's a little bit there at 75 or 73,000, maybe starting to yeah, and in the last 2 days starting to build up right here around 71.5, 72. So they are starting to build up in these ranges. We are pushing them back a little bit in terms of losing ground for the bears. A little bit more added today on the $54,000 range is kind of concerning, but that's, yeah, I mean, this has been, of course, accumulating for weeks now, since the beginning of last month, on the 5th or 6th of last month. A-Trade coming in, yes, with a $5 super chat. I don't know, man. $5 super chat there. It says, buy a sixer when you feel better. Bring on the 55K, $44,000 range. Trying to get me set up before the next run. Let's go. All right, I'll try to talk to the Chaos Gods tonight for you. I just don't know if they're going to want to go lower right now. Yes, Ben Lawrence says, hey, Andra, how's it going? Yes, I feel the itis is coming on, says Jake the Snake. It is flu season right now, though. Peak flu season. So hopefully I don't get like a stomach bug or something. I don't know. All right, so that's what's going on with Bitcoin today. Again, still kind of bullish where we are right now until we do start losing some of these ranges in the short term. On the daily chart, on the daily order books, it's looking pretty good. Most of the purchases right now are for longs coming in right around 65 to 70K. So hopefully we'll start to chop back up there before the night is through. At least another test at 70,000. All right, let's get through all the metrics, guys. 38,838 billion. Can't stop, won't stop printing that money. We're going to be at 39 billion before you know it. Will the Iranian regime fall by June 30th? There's a 41% chance of poly markets. The number one thing they're betting on right now. Yeah, same thing pretty much here, day after day. Nothing I'm really getting excited about. let's take a look and see how the Clarity Act is doing. Right now, 72% chance. We do have a couple more mentions of that today, as I will get to the news. Yes, Fear and Greed Index sitting in fear at 32 today. This is about the low we saw today in the afternoon. So I'm surprised it actually still stood into fear. There's, of course, a lot of things to be fearful of in the stock market right now with the energy costs rising. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, though, still right around 10, 12. Let's refresh this because I just set this up about an hour ago. Yep, still sitting about 10 on the Fear and Greed. Again, better than it was last week, better than it was 2-3 weeks ago, and of course 4 weeks ago. You know how the drill. We've been stuck now in 5 negative monthly candles. All right, 99.18 on the Dixie. We saw this at a high today at 1.3, I think it was 1.3. Let's look at the day. Oh God, why does it do that? I'm pretty sure I saw it today at 99.3 when we first opened the bell. I can't look at this damn. There it is. There it is. 99.4 was the high. 0.5. Damn. 0.5 on the peak there. 6.6. Holy crap. Almost back to 100 on the Dixie. Guys, we haven't seen 100 on the Dixie in like 6 months. It's been for a long, long time since maybe we were up there a little bit during November. A little bit during November. And that was it. That was it. If you go back to a year from now, a year ago, we have to go all the way back to not even a year ago. I mean, we peaked up there on around it might be if you zoom in, you can probably see a couple peaks there, but the Dixie hasn't been at 100 or near 100 in a long ass time is what I'm getting at, and that's usually a bad indicator for crypto. But let's see what's going on today. Let's see. Doesn't look too bad yet. Looking at the only down 1% on average right now. The top 100 assets looking for DC opportunities in the rough here. Pippin's down the most, 33% off on Pippin today. If you guys are still swing trading Pippin, I know some of my community is. So if you guys want to get a good position, a good entry, come hang out with, of course, the Chaos crew over on the Patreon. Of course, show that a little bit more later. We're looking at the weekly here, looking for assets that are down at least 15 or 20. Obviously, Pippin's still fitting that criteria, and Pepe. That's it. That's all you get. You get nothing. Good day, sir. You get nothing. Look at the monthly here. Looking for the 30s and 40s. There's only like 1 or 2 here on the top 100 right now. You got BitGet's token, and Zcash is like just barely a runner-up, 28.9% off on Zcash. Obviously, it's part of the the privacy sector trend. So if you want a good entry, I mean, you might want to come hang out with us. again. SWE used to be about 42 to 45% off just last week. Now only 18% off on the monthly. Same thing with Solana. Again, a lot of these opportunities are starting to fade. Do not miss the chance to buy the bottom of the bear market, guys. This could be it, as I keep alluding to almost every day. It seems like it. We are grinding down. And another point of view too. I guess we can talk about that really quick in market cap. Total market cap right now sitting at $2.3 trillion. Almost at 2.35. I think that we saw a high lately. It was like a 2.42, something like that, over the past 24 hours. Now, riddle me this, right? The entire market cap right now of crypto is right around 1.3, 1.4, whatever case may be, and Bitcoin as having about 1.3 of it. That means that all other assets, all the other 30 million tokens together, combined, are only $1 trillion in market cap. I just don't see we go much more lower from this, guys. I just don't. I really don't. I mean, how many times do I got to show you the market cap and you're like, oh, okay, well, we touched that 2.17 again. 2.17 again. Even with the war effort, everything, we can't bring this much more down because there's hardly anything left in the markets to remove. Everyone's hodling right now for dear life. 2.17 was the low from 2.5, and then we saw the similar range, 2.19, just at the tail end of last week, and that could have been our double bottom. We just don't know, man. We just don't know. I'd say the only thing that really derail this would be a Binance collapse or a China intervention with World War III type scenario. Everything else we have going on right now, it just seems like, the world's on fire, and this is fine. This is fine. just saying. All right, looking back at getting back to it. Top 200 assets here now on the day. Looking for more opportunities, guys. More opportunities. Is there anything here? VVV, that's Vivian. Or Venice. I'm sorry, Venice. We were talking about that on my Patreon again recently as well. There was a big move in the past week or so. I think it's pretty much concluded. But yeah, that's Vivian down the most on the day, 16% off on Vivian. Looking for any assets that are down at least 15 or 20 on the week. IP is still the only thing we have in the top 200 right now today that I keep telling you guys it's a decent opportunity. Other than that, there is nothing. Not a single damn thing is even close to 15% off in the top 200 on the weekly. On the monthly, looking for 30s and 40s still. IP is still one of the most oversold here at 46% off. Other than that, we still have Optimism, Golem. Runner-up would be Starknet, and we have Sentient, and I mean all the other greats, guys, are nowhere near oversold anymore. Remember when Zbeck was like 30% off? Not anymore. It's only 12%. Look at that sideways chop. Look at that sideways chop on the month. Yeah, running out of the finding those bottoms, guys. It feels like we're finding those bottoms. Anything else? Runner-up? Anything to shout out? Not really, unless you want to buy some fart coin. Not really. All right, guys, that's it. That's it. I'm warning you every single day I do this. There's hardly any opportunities right now. You need to head over and find a place like our Patreon to make some money while things are just kind of stale and stagnant. All right, guys, that's just my 2 sats, not financial advice.
I'd buy that for $1.
Bitcoin market cap still sitting right around 60%.
This entire
dominance.
idea of like 60% dominance is
Yep.
bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
It is, and it still is. All right, Bitcoin, of course, on exchanges, still dwindling down. Looks like we've seen another low today, but still sitting right around that 2.48 million Bitcoin range on all exchanges. Remember, guys, there was 2 million Bitcoin more than there were today on exchanges just 2 years ago. So about 1 million off exchanges a year is kind of where we're at. I'm producing less and less over time. All right, I do want to skip Bitcoin treasuries today, and I got to catch up. But we do have to shill the membership. That's right. For the Patreon, guys, only $15 a month. Hang out with the Chaos crew and make that moolah. If you guys are unsure what you're doing in crypto today or tomorrow or in the future, if you got some money coming in, you need to make sure you have a proper portfolio built. Come over to the Patreon and ask us those questions. Very important that you do get started. And it's only $15 a month over there. It's less than, of course, a bottle of wine that I probably got sick on last night. I don't know what the hell got me sick, damn it. But yes, of course, it's less than a dinner with your mom. And yeah, all the things, guys, all the things. Jeez. All right, here we go. There's a lot. I'm gonna speed run F ton of articles. I'm like looking at 30 here. It's crazy. It's crazy, and I don't know if my stomach can handle it. So we're gonna try to make this quick. Trump urges passage of the U.S. Clarity Act, attacks banks for undercutting Genius Act. This is one of the biggest headlines today, and it's what made my thumbnail as well. U.S. President Donald Trump said the bankers are trying to undermine the Genius Act, the signature stablecoin legislation he signed into law last year. The Truth Social post on Tuesday, he urged passage of the Congress crypto structure legislation without interference. If you guys are sleeping under a rock, he put a deadline, a loose deadline, for the banks, for the banking committee and the crypto bros to make a compromise by the 1st of this month. And obviously right now we're on the 3rd. So he's not happy. The U.S. needs to get the market structure bill done as soon as possible. Americans should be making more money on their money. He said in that post, the banks are hitting record profits, and we are not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China. 100%. China right now already has stablecoin yields, right? If we don't do something, we are already going to lose that war to China. And other countries, if we do not get the Clarity Act taken care of, we warned the banks against holding the Clarity Act hostage in his post, saying that the bill was necessary to keep the crypto industry in the United States of America. They need to make good on the deal of the crypto industry because that's what is best in their interest of the American people, he said. The market structure bill has been in limbo since the Senate Banking Committee infinitely postponed a market hearing in which the lawmakers have set the debate on the amendments to the bill. And I don't think they're even going to have a meeting this week because they're usually on Tuesdays. And what day is today? Tuesday. We didn't get a market structure meeting, the banking committee. Banks are concerned about the allowing Coinbase and other exchanges stablecoin yield to customers that might lead to deposit flight from the banking sector. Well, yeah, no shit. Because why? I mean, if you've been living under a rock, you've been able to make money off your money, whether it's stablecoin or staking assets in crypto for years. 4 years. I've been doing it for 6 years myself. And I am not in I don't have any significant amount of money in a bank. So yes, it is. If people start wising up and start learning all at once, it is definitely going to hurt the banking sector. And you know what? I don't even care anymore. Screw you. The crypto companies, I know Ben feels some kind of way about that. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'll fight you on it, man. Oh, God. I know. Okay, yes, I am. Crypto companies contend that people should be allowing to earn yield on their holdings, a practice that they say was allowed in the Genius Act. The White House has facilitated meetings between the banking and crypto industry representatives to negotiate language on the bill. Individuals familiar with the negotiations say the draft language is circulating among lawmakers. While the White House has set a tentative deadline for the end of February to get the deal together, has not yet emerged, and the Senate has still had time to work on the bill. But not much time. Why? Because they have a large calendar that's beginning to shrink, and lawmakers have a recess during the summer. And the 2026 election cycle is beginning to kick off full gear, which will take away from the time they can, of course, dedicate to the bill. Otherwise, I think Cynthia Lummis still said that, April is probably going to be like the last hurrah in terms of the time that they have dedicated to the floor. The Office of the Comptroller and Cryptocurrency and the Currency, the federal banking regulators, said that in the proposal last week, terms of contracts between stablecoin issuers and third-party associates need to be clear about exactly these third parties are offering, and the agency did not explicitly ban yield payouts. Or Liberty Financial, a company associated with Trump and his family, offers his own stablecoin, USD1. I don't think we need to get into all that again today. All right, Michael Seller says he's buying more Bitcoin as strategy tops 720,000 Bitcoin. Of course, if you didn't catch it yesterday, he purchased another 3,000 Bitcoin last week. All right, Bitwise CIO says weekend Iran strike exposed advantage of the 24/7 markets like Hyperliquid. That's of course Matt Hogan, a Bitwise CEO, said this weekend that the U.S. strike against Iran highlighted how quickly the global finance shift towards the blockchain-based systems. Hogan said that the crypto markets became the main venue for price discovery while traditional exchanges were closed. A memo that was published on Tuesday, Hogan described how on-chain platforms handled trading activity in the hours following President Donald Trump's announcement of the strike on Iran. U.S. equities and futures exchanges, the major currency trading desks, were closed at the time, leaving investors without conventional outlets to react to the news. As this weekend showed, investors have now an alternative, Hogan wrote. They can turn to crypto-based rails, which trade 24/7. And again, more and more people that actually do the research and understand how these all work will, of course, be able to participate. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. Breaking: U.S. President Donald Trump speaks about cryptocurrencies. And I think this is pretty much the same thing. I was hoping to find the the U.S. needs to finalize its cryptocurrency market structure legislation as soon as possible. And see if we can find the actual post. Operation Fury. This is his True Social account. Genius Act. Here it is. 3 hours ago. The Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by banks, and that is unacceptable. We are not going to allow it. The U.S. needs to get the market structure bill done as soon as possible. Americans should earn more money on their money, and the banks are hitting record profits. We're not going to allow them to undermine the crypto agenda that will end up to China and other countries that if we don't get Clarity Act taken care of. The Genius Act was the USA's first big step to make the United States crypto capital of the world, and getting the Clarity Act done is the next step to finish the job, and most importantly, keep this big and powerful industry in our country. The banks should not be trying to undercut the Genius Act or hold the Clarity Act hostage. They need to make a good deal with the crypto industry because that's what's best interest for the American people. The industry cannot be taken away from the American people because it's close to becoming truly successful. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald Trump. Of course, that's the big headline today. Right, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says that stablecoin issuers paying interest should be regulated as banks. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we did talk about this last night and this morning. But if you guys are sleeping on a rock and you have missed my last two shows, Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, basically said that these crypto outlets should be banks if they're going to be treated like banks or at least offer yields like banks, and they would have to also only offer the same amounts that the banks do. So yeah, I don't like this. I'm sure a lot of you people have your hatred for the banks like I do. So I'm not the only one alone. I'm not alone in this. I know people like Ben definitely want to stick up for the banks, and and society as a whole should resume as you know, designed, but or currently governed, but I don't think so. But anyway, I still think one of the main reasons why we saw Crypto.com appeal and get approval for a bank in the United States is because of these things happening with JP Morgan. At least the statements that are coming out this week from him, because they just signed up for that last week and got approved, or I guess they signed up and they got approved last week. So I don't believe in coincidences. It's probably going to be in the bank's favor either way. Perfect Bitcoin would cost $750,000 according to Matt Hogan, CIO, of course, of Bitwise. During a recent appearance in All in Progress, Dalio addressed the widening performance gap between the traditional gold and Bitcoin. I'm not sure why we're starting with Ray Dalio, but okay. Looks like he was he in like an interview with Dalio? Okay, so billionaire investor Ray Dalio recently took aim at Bitcoin despite the personally holding the lead in currency. However, where Dalio sees fundamental flaws, Bitwise CEO Matt Hogan sees a roadmap to a $750,000 evaluation for Bitcoin. So I guess they were. I guess he was asked questions about Dalio maybe in an interview. Massive opportunity. Bitwise president Matt Hogan argued that these exact criticisms are what gives Bitcoin its massive future upside. Some hear criticism, I hear opportunity. These are the reasons why Bitcoin is 4% of the size of gold. It's because the critiques did not exist. Bitcoin would already be at $750,000 per coin. That's kind of Michael Saylor's argument too. That if we didn't have traders basically trading it 24/7, back and forth, and futures contracts, Bitcoin would already be $1 million. He said that years ago. I invest in Bitcoin partly because I am confident that these things will change over time, says Matt Hogan. If Bitcoin already offered a perfect privacy, boasted by a massive market size, was immune to quantum computing, and was already actively hoarded by global central banks, it would have already been absorbed by gold's global market share. If Bitcoin were achieved parity with gold's massive market capitalization, a single coin would be valued at roughly $750,000. I think that's actually under that amount. 35 trillion dollars. I think that's a bit under, my guy. A bit under. Let's do the math. Figure it out. All right. Bitcoin market cap. Obviously, the coins are mostly getting to about that let's see. I'll replace these with zeros. There we go. 20 million. We're almost at that 20 million total the coins distributed. If we're looking at gold's market cap, maybe a bit higher than that. See, about $34 trillion. It would be about $1.7 million per Bitcoin. Yeah, so a bit under that, my man. A bit under that. Now, if you're looking at I don't know. How about a quarter or a third? How about a third? If we had, say we had like 11 or 12 trillion dollars. Let's see, $11 trillion in Bitcoin right now today. Be sitting at about $549,000 Bitcoin. So yeah, I figured those numbers are way off. All right, come on, Matt. Do some math, man. Do some math. Moving on. Iranians increase self-custody Bitcoin reserves amid Iran-Israel war. Iranians are increasingly buying Bitcoin and moving it into self-custody wallets. The move hedges against inflation while bypassing several restrictions. Iran is among other sanctioned countries that are increasingly adopting into Bitcoin. Citizens of Iran are heavily purchasing Bitcoin and directing it into self-custody wallets. We saw this originally begin a flight to safety when the protesters were being attacked by their own nation just a few weeks ago. It feels like a month ago now. It's probably over a month ago. Back at the end of January, the beginning of February. 2026 report from blockchain analytics from Chain Analysis showed a quick uptick in Iran's crypto system valuation from 7.4 billion to 7.8 billion from a year ago, or from year over year, from 24 to 25. The report also highlighted the users withdrew around $10.3 million worth of cryptocurrencies from major Iran exchanges to crypto wallets in the 48 hours following the U.S. Israel's preemptive strike on Iran. And then that's where we're talking about that 700% spike in outflows last week when that did occur on the weekend. All right. How the Strait of Hormuz crisis affects Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin faces the Iran test and where we are today. It's actually pretty interesting how we've been able to withstand the fears of war. CoinShares head of research James Butterfill stated that the volatility in the global markets are due to the Iranian crisis posing a significant test for Bitcoin's role as a safe haven. According to Butterfill, the recent developments could lead investors to reassess the place of digital assets in the global financial system. Geopolitical tensions rose again over the weekend, with the U.S. President Donald Trump's new moves impacting markets, drawing attention. Even before the crisis, signals such as the UK withdrawing some diplomatic personnel from the region indicated the increased risk of perception. However, the rapid developments brought the role of the digital assets in the crisis environment back into focus. At the heart of the crisis, Strait of Hamas, critical for the energy supply. Approximately 21% of the daily global oil trade passes through that narrow strait. Therefore, the disruption in the region has potential to have serious consequences not only to the regional, but also to the global economy. Butterfield says that they withdraw the Marines' insurance in the region, and the observed increase in the tanker traffic indicate the crisis is not merely rhetorical, but also the markets are beginning to position themselves according to the actual risks. I remember, I don't want to spend too much time reading all this because this is a beast of a article, but we did hear approximately I guess threats from Iranian soldiers of the Guard Corps that they could do this for years. They said that they could defend it for years. So whether or not that's true, Trump's saying 4 to 5 weeks. I don't believe anything the U.S. government says. So yeah, maybe we're going to be doing this for a year or 2 or 3 or 4. It might be another forever war, guys. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to wait and see, but I think it won't really matter because by that time, but the middle of this month, they're going to have that meeting with Venezuela for their oil production in Venezuela. So obviously they're going to start settling all these assets in Venezuela. By the end of the month, we'll have some sort of idea what that's going to look like. And then Maduro is also going to be on trial by the end of the month as well. So yeah, I don't think it's really going to matter in the grand scheme of things. All right, altcoin capitulation, at least not for America. Altcoin capitulation deepens as 38% of the tokens trade near all-time low. We were actually talking about this on the Patreon the last couple days. If you guys remember, if you guys were part of this conversation, we did, of course, talk about how everything seems to be at the all-time lows. Everything. How much more can you get out of this? And I just showed you guys the market cap. 1.4 trillion, 1.3 trillion is in Bitcoin alone, and then we only have $1 trillion remaining for every single other asset in our space. How much more do you think can leave? I mean, how much more? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And our entire market cap right now is sitting like 1% of the entirety of of the United States Stock Exchange. It's like, oh, okay. I just don't see any more pain. Not too much more pain anyway. Over a third tracked altcoins now sitting near cycle lows despite the broader market stabilization. Crypto quant data shows that 30% of all altcoins are trading close to their all-time lows, a deeper drawdown than during the post FTX unwind phase. So much uncertainty, so much pain, so much red, of course, bringing us down to our knees in this space. Analyst Dark Frost describes this as the largest regression of altcoins observed during this cycle, highlighting the persistent structural pressure on non-Bitcoin assets. While Bitcoin holds near the recent highs, dispersion between majors and smaller caps has widened, with altcoin underperformance pointing to a weak liquidity and selective risk appetite. Yes, because there's too many damn coins this cycle too. Guys, last cycle, I guess, 2021, there was only like 3,500 coins. Like there was less than 10,000. I know that for sure. And yeah, now we're like 30 times that. So there's too many damn coins. There's too much risk. And we need to have some sort of like .com bubble to kind of like push this out. But you need to actually determine which ones you're going to win by then. And I think we got a good peak during last cycle in 2025. In 2024, which ones are going to be the winners. So make sure you are holding the winners for the long term and trading the small caps short term stuff on the short term. On-chain analytics, CryptoQuant reports that 38% of altcoins are currently trading close to their all-time lows, making it more severe retracement than a period following the FTX collapse. If you guys weren't part of that, that was the biggest exchange we ever had. That was America's biggest exchange at the time. FTX that collapsed, and of course now Coinbase has taken its place. The metric highlighted by analyst Dark Frost is designed to capture how many alternate tokens remain under sustained selling pressure, even as the broader market shows signs of stabilization. In a note summarized on social media, Dark Frost describes the largest regression in altcoins observed as so far in the cycle. Yeah, and the metric shows how, that's how they're at all-time lows. I was hoping there would be like a chart or something here. All right. So yeah, that's what we're looking at today. All right, and you don't have to go very far. You'll literally just click on random things on the chart, and I'm sure you'll see it. Everything is sitting at the lows. Everything's sitting at the lows. I'm just going to click on some random thing. Solana, I guess, is not a micro cap, but let's click on, how about IP? IP's making a new low today, I think. Maybe bounced from its new all-time low today. Yep, that's IP there. Much pain. Much pain. Much pain. What's another random one? Doge. How's Doge doing? Holy crapola. hit to 7 cents 9 here recently, last month. We haven't seen 7 cents 9 since 2023. These are lows we haven't seen since 2023 on Doge. Losing the trend line back here in, of course, the 2-5 event, like everything else did. Wormhole. What about Wormhole? Is that sitting at new all-time lows too? That's a random coin there. Yes, it is. Almost every coin sitting at the lows right now, guys. At the lows. I feel it. You feel it. I'm sure we all feel it. Back up the truck and start buying some more. All right. Ray Dalio, I don't want to spend too much time on this, speaks bearish about Bitcoin. Again, it's becoming an asset sold off rather than a safe haven. It's kind of weird because he goes back and forth on this. He's, of course, been a gold, silver, Bitcoin guy, and then he just keeps saying back and forth, oh, yeah, the Bitcoin's, we haven't seen the big move that really should determine whether or not it's a safe haven asset. All right. I'm not going to get into this, but I'll read one quote of his here. Let's see if I can find it. Find one. They really not have a single quote in here? Oh, here's one. According to Dalio, the world is the fifth place. The world is in the fifth phase of a major debt cycle. That is the peak of the internal conflicts and geopolitical risks. Dalio states that this process of defining the question is, what is money? That's the only quote, really. The only quote they got from this whole thing. What is money? Signaling that what states may resist assets they cannot control, printing money, inflationary will become inevitable to escape the debt spiral. Oh God, guys, I don't want to be throwing up on my desk. I almost I'll try to get through it. I'm almost there. I almost got through all the news. I got like 6 or 7 left. There's so much. Speed run tonight. Speed run. All right. Adobe stock gains rumors on Big Short. Michael Burry goes long on Adobe. I thought this was interesting. If you guys have been following the SaaS apocalypse like I have here on the channel, of course, the crypto overall range has been following a correlation with software. And one of the big pieces of software that I use every single day, I'm sure you guys, a lot of you guys do as well, is of course Adobe's line of software. Adobe shares rose 3% in intraday trading on Tuesday following unconfirmed reports that Michael Burry, an investor famously predicted 2008 housing collapse, had taken long positions in the software company. Interesting. The stock climbed as high as $270 after the opening bell, repeating to around $268 per Yahoo Finance. Year-to-date, shares of the San Jose-based firm have fallen roughly 23% during the SaaS apocalypse. The reported move would mark a departure from Burry's recent bearish stance on artificial intelligence equities. Yes, he's been calling basically the bubble for AI. By late 2025, put options against NVIDIA Palantir accounted for nearly 80% of his disclosed portfolio, valued at roughly $1.1 billion combined. Burry has also maintained a skeptical view toward digital assets, previously likening Bitcoin to Dutch tulip craze of the 17th century and dismissing it as a lacking intrinsic value. Woo. Separately, the Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, a Republican of Oklahoma, disclosed owning as much as $50,000 in Adobe stock in March 2 filing. The lawmaker acquired the shares in early February. That's scary, man. I don't know if I feel like I would be nut up for Adobe right now. That's crazy, man. But no, you never know. Maybe he'll get that win.
We're gonna win so much, you may.
Maybe. He hasn't been really great here on his predictions here lately. AI agents will be primarily users of blockchain, says Near, a co-founder. We did see a similar statement from Brian Armstrong as well over on Coinbase, CEO, of course. So this is definitely still a narrative people are pushing. The users of blockchain will be AI agents. Palushkin said in an interview, AI is going to be on the front end and blockchain is going to be on the back end. His framing cuts against much of the crypto's recent experiment with AI has largely centered on speculative tokens, meme coins, and agent-themed trading bots. Instead, Polishkin argues that the AI will become the primary interface for everything online, including crypto, abstracting away wallets, explorers, and transaction hashes. The goal is to make your AI hide all the blockchain, he said. The fact that we'll have blockchain explorers is effectively a failure because we don't abstract the technology. In his view, blockchain doesn't disappear, it recedes. AI agents interact with protocols directly, executing payments, managing assets, coordinating services, and even voting in governance systems. Humans, meanwhile, interacting with the AI. AI is the front end, and not just for the blockchain, but for everything, Polishkin says. In a few years, it's going to be just AI, like in the operating system. I can kind of see his point of view there too, because I just had a conversation with one of my friends playing a game yesterday. We're talking about, of course, playing some crypto games online here for the show, and he was saying that right now what the cheaters are doing, the hackers are doing right now, that's what of course you call people playing games, like with these these algorithms allow them to, like, basically snap to targets and like that, and do all that stuff. They basically said that they're undetectable now because they're using a second back end. They're using a separate system running AI to actually produce these hacks. And like it's so sad, man. It's so sad but true. That's exactly what it sounds like is going to be facilitated here, just for all the trades, running the bots, everything else going on. It's going to be on a separate entity, kind of like what Claudebot is doing right now for replacing individuals. You don't do that on your main machine, but you do it on another one, and of course it has complete control. All right, we also got Braveheart in here with a $2 super chat. There's a 60% right now on Polymarket that says Bitcoin will hit 50K. Could be wrong. All right, gotcha, Braveheart. Thank you for that $2 super chat. We can take a look and see what you're referring to there on that poll. Bitcoin. Is it for 2026? I'm assuming we'll hit that in 2026. Yeah, this one, probably this one here. We got a. Let's see, 50%, 60% calling for 50K, 55K, looking at about 70% of that vote. Looking at 82% that we're going to hit 75 soon. I'm not sure how this exactly works. I'm assuming you hit this in 2026. Obviously, a lot of these are going to be kind of obvious, right? I think we're going to definitely hit 75 with more than likely within the next few months. So that's kind of like a dead giveaway there. But 50K, 55K, looking at 70% chance. Yeah, I mean, we could still come back down there. I'm still looking at like 55, 58, more than 50 or 45 for sure, if we do see any more weakness. All right, let's get back into it. We got more articles to cover. I'm almost through all of it, though. I'm almost through it. Circle's shares boosted in the Middle East, tensions, rising oil, fading rate cut hopes, says Mizuho. Looks like the stock has risen by 20% since the strikes over the weekend on Circle. That's right, of course, the second largest USDT RC, of course, stablecoin. Circle shares have risen over 20% this week after Israeli and U.S. airstrikes on Iran led to spike in oil price. Mizuho said rising oil prices may stoke inflation and reduce the likelihood of the Federal Reserve rate cuts, a tailwind for Circle's reserve income. The bank raised its Circle price targets from $100 from 90 to 100 from 90, while reiterating that there's a neutral rating on the stock. So it looks like, of course, stablecoins are having a heyday with the war effort. All right, and what else we got? Bitcoin attempting to make its stand as global stock markets melt down on Iran war. Crypto markets today showing a small bit of relative strength on Tuesday as equity markets all fall sharply in response to the Iran war. Bitcoin's retaken a 68K after having fallen nearly to 66K earlier in the day. Having run up to the historical highs in the Middle East conflict, precious metals are plunging along with the stock market today. Let's see where Bitcoin's at right now, because I've been ranting and raving now for about an hour. Looks like we're already up about $800 since I started the show. All right, so again, my idea from this morning is that we are doing this. We're doing this, squeezing tighter and tighter and tighter, and hopefully seeing a breakout above 72 within this week. If not, if we do get rejected here and we do stop, if we do get rejected by 70K again, we are going to come back down and test these lows once again. Getting tighter and tighter as we go. Hopefully we keep the trend line going a little bit longer. This path right here gets us out there by Friday. Hopefully we'll be there before then. Usually it's 2/3 of the way. We're almost there. By tomorrow night, if we're not doing this, we are falling. All right. That's what's going on right now on Bitcoin. Eric Trump's American Bitcoin buys 11,300 ASIC miners, increasing mining capacity by 12%. Another purchase of mining equipment from Trump and his family. American Bitcoin, backed by Trump family, is expanding its Bitcoin mining operations even as many public miners pivot capital and infrastructure towards AI. The company is buying 11,300 ASIC miners for deployment in March of 2026 at its Drumheller, Alberta site. A move expected to boost its capacity about 12%, adding about 3.05 exahashes, roughly about 0.3% of the global hash rate. That's crazy. Almost 0.5% of the global hash rate. As many publicly traded Bitcoin miners shift their businesses plans and capital into AI infrastructure, the Trump family-backed American Bitcoin, ABTC, is doubling down on its Bitcoin mining. The company announced Tuesday that the purchase of 11,300 miners are on a move that they will increase its mining capacity approximately 12%. As Bitcoin matures, the priority is clear. Grow an American-owned, professionally operated hash rate, said Eric Trump, co-founder, the chief strategy officer of American Bitcoin. That's how we protect the network, drive innovation, and lead the future of Bitcoin in America. There we go. That's what's going on with American Bitcoin. We haven't heard anything about that project in a while. Bank of Japan expands blockchain settlement sandbox and says that CBDC efforts are ongoing. Bank of Japan is testing blockchain settlement for reserves and exploring tokenized central bank money as it prepares to decide in 2026 whether to issue a retail digital yen. Other countries, of course, already have started doing issuing out their CBDCs or digital currencies. They still have not. And they have a few, of course, stablecoins if they want to start building on top of. We talked about that yesterday. Bank of Japan has launched a blockchain-based sandbox projected to test the settlements using central bank reserves held as current account deposits. The project will explore its new blockchain systems that can connect with existing infrastructure for cases such as domestic, interbank, and security settlement. With analysts that say that can enable instant, round-the-clock transactions and reduce gridlock risk. Governor Akuzo Ueda said that the Bank of Japan's retail central bank digital currency pilot remains underway, while Japan also participates in the project Agora to test tokenized wholesale central bank deposits for more efficient cross-border payments. All right, coming soon. We'll see. Hopefully it's not at a detriment of their people. All right, institutional investors pour $1 billion into Bitcoin and crypto assets in 1 week, according to CoinShares. Looks like the ETFs and everything else, of course, loading up more last week. I don't want to spend too much time on that. We got to move along. But yes, more loading up, backing up the truck. Institutions also a big part of that as well. I think the institutions combined were somewhere between 30 and $50 billion in their purchases this week on Bitcoin. On Monday, or was it Friday last week? I think it was the first, the big part. I don't even remember anymore. It's too much. Maybe it was Monday, I forget. All right. Yeah, guys, also the merch store is still open. The merch store is open. And we offer, of course, stickers, socks, other clothes, and whiskey glasses, etc. I'm feeling some kind of way, guys. I need to catch my breath.
What are you, stupid?
Oh man. I'm still feeling under the weather. I'm trying not to throw up. All right, let's get to it. Doom scrolling tonight. Oh my gosh. Ben Lawrence says anime girl panties coming soon to the merch store. I gotta catch up with you guys in the chat too. Let's see. Honey, your father asked if you can hurry up in the bathroom. Says Jake. What the hell? What's this talk about broccoli? What? Eat your Brussels sprouts and steak. I can't. Oh man. All right. Let's get back into it. Yes, we do have more breaking news in crypto over on Crypto Twitter tonight. The big banks, says Eric Trump, coming from Eric Trump, we just talked about his American Bitcoin company. The very institutions that have led a monopoly and screwed their customers for years, offering near zero yields, 0.025%. 0.025% at JP Morgan on retail money market accounts while crushing low balance accounts with exorbitant fees. Yeah, I don't even know what the fees are these days, but I remember back when I had a Chase account like 15 years ago, it was like $50 for an overdraft fee, or 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. They are now doing that everything they can to block the crypto industry from offering real benefits, perks, and rewards on their platforms. They are the greatest hypocrites and are in mass panic, given that they know they are losing to digital finance, especially when losing the race. And then he just retweets his father's True Social post, which we already covered. All right, what else we got? Samson Mao says, what Bitcoin would be like under 0.1 million feels like. Oh, jeez. 0.1 million? Yeah, 0.1 million is $100,000. So, yeah, under 0.1 million. That's what it feels like, guys. It feels like you are in love. Guys have been buying about, I don't even know anymore. Is it 10,000 Satoshis a day? If we're under 65, I've been buying twice that. I've been buying 20,000 Satoshis a day. Hookers are stranded in Dubai. You can't make this shit up. Oh, this is from Darth Powell. Influencers. Not hookers. Influencers. Okay, whatever. Cynthia Lamas says, America can't afford to wait. Congress must move quickly to pass the Clarity Act. Going, of course, tweeting Donald J. Trump's post on the Clarity Act. Crypto policy fight is getting louder, says crypto are us. George, I'm your George, you're George, you're my George. I'm Otaku, you're all Otaku. Everybody, Otaku. My God. I'm gonna have a stroke doing that one day. All right, just in, President Trump says he is not going to allow banks to undermine our powerful crypto agenda. Everyone's talking about that now. Oh my gosh. Learning with Windows 95. Learning Windows 95. This is a real thing. Wow. I do not remember that back in those days. That's crazy.
95. If you can, follow along with your own computer. It'll make the learning process easier for you.
Oh man, this is how we should learn everything. I mean, am I wrong? Come on.
You stupid!
Oh wow. If I did learn Bitcoin or learn crypto with this sort of inspiration, I think we could definitely get the people motivated enough to learn Bitcoin. Holy shit. I might have to do that. Oh jeez. All right. Michael Sauer, of course, still shilling stretch. That's been like that now for the last 3 or 4 days. Amazing visual. MicroStrategies estimated real-time Bitcoin buying, purchasing by a stretch. All right, so I guess they're loading up, man. They're loading up. They're backing up the truck with everyone purchasing their stretch product. Just in, the Federal Reserve ACH bank money transfer system is currently down. The Fed is urging customers not to resend ACH payments while they wait for confirmation. This came out 7 hours ago. Damn. This doesn't happen with Bitcoin. No, it doesn't. Well, service experience delays associated with the internal systems processing of the Fed ACH services application is currently offline while we work towards resolution. All right. Trump commanders tell troops to prepare for Jesus' return and issuing chilling Armageddon prophecy. I wonder if the return of Christ came up back up on the polls again on Polymarket. Let's take a look. When will Jesus return? It's still only 4%. Yeah. But put your money where your mouth is then.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, jeez, I had to. All right, whatever. That's Crypto Twitter doing this Crypto Twitter thing. First day I take their job, then they take your women. Yep, that's how it goes. Breaking President Donald Trump urges the banks to bend the knee to crypto and stop holding the banks hostage. It's that everyone's talking about the same headline that's on my thumbnail tonight. Russia says it has lost all contact with leadership by Iran's nuclear industry. Yikes. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, small Bitcoin transfers from the U.S. government wallets totaling about $18,000 hint at a possible test transaction. Typically that's how that goes. But they're not going to sell it. They can't legally sell it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe they are acquiring more of the sweet Bitcoin from Venezuela. Breaking: following the deaths of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's Assembly of Experts have elected Mia Khalifa as the new Supreme Leader. What? Shut up. Stop. Oh man, crypto Twitter is just too too alluring. All right. Okay, everyone's talking about, of course, Trump, and we already played that clip of Jamie Dimon earlier. Wow. My birthday's coming up. I need a new monitor set up. That's ridiculous, man. I'm already lost with 3 or 4. That's like 12. That's ridiculous. All right, everyone, yes, talking about the same thing with the Genius Act, of course, being mentioned by Donald Trump again tonight. All right, guys, let's get through the normies. I had about 3 or 4 lurches. I gotta hurry up. And we got 5 minutes until 9 o'clock. Not too bad on the time. I had a lot. That was a huge speed round, guys. Huge speed round. Like 26 articles we just covered in like less than an hour. Let's go. A lot of news. So I can just keep all this stuff down a little longer. All right, how you guys doing in the chat too? While we got some time here. Ben Lawrence got anime panties, your panties right here. Oh no, can I clip on that? I probably can't click on that. Against my better judgment from you guys in the chat. No dumps in that truck, says Ben. Did you not back the truck yet, Ben? Did you back that truck up or not? Oh my god. Oh geez, Ben says that blonde's not even cute. Oh, by the way. Oh jeez. Okay, anyone remember those Barbizon modeling ads from back in the day? Barbizon? No, I don't know what that is. It's like Barbie Amazon kind of models or something. Okay, robots taking my bitches. Yeah, stop them. How's it going, Nebs? How's it going? Yes, I'm in. Mamma Mia. Video is safe. Okay, the video is safe. Let's see what he's got on Instagram. If I can click on Instagram. Usually these don't even load. When your buddy finally breaks his dry spell. What the hell? There's too much bad.
What the hell is that? Did you kill a cheetah?
What? No, these are her underwear. She gave them to me.
Oh my god. That's terrifying. My god. All right, easy. You're scaring everyone away.
Stupid.
All right, we're taking a look at the normie searches today, of course. Grading the normies basically on their search history today, whether or not they're looking up any sort of financial news. We give them, of course, a passing grade. Typically, we only fail them every single day, whether or not they're looking up anything related to crypto or finances of any kind. Usually they only look up 3 things: sports, video games, and celebrities. Let's see what they're looking up today. It's probably just going to be more sports and celebrities. We do have the Texas primary on there. That's a good start. Looks like, yeah, they're looking at politics a little bit there. Barcelona, sports. Notice all the sports. You notice all the sports. I notice all the sports. Normies love their sports. Christy Gnome. Drew Dalman, Spurs, no sports. Normies love their sports. McDonald's CEO eats a burger. What the hell? Grizzlies versus Timberwolves. IHOP is in the news. Mac, I don't know what that is. Mac, like Apple. You're looking at Apple like stock, or just there's probably a new Mac release. MAC. Okay. Nets versus Heat. Outside Lands. I don't know what that is. It's probably a TV show or movie. And then more sports. It's all sports. Normies, of course, get an F- today. F- today. I need to curb this harder. Like, I don't know. Like, if we get one thing as relative to like either political news or finances, I need to like maybe curve it by like 5 points or something. Like 5 out of 25 is still like a very, very bad F. All right, moving on. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Bitcoin, of course, here in the last 12 months. Take a look in the last 7 days, how it's been doing on the normie searches here. Looks like we still haven't broken our Sunday Bitcoin high when we were, of course, in the middle of bombing Iran. We saw a couple peaks here this week, and they've been pretty low in regards to the overall move on that. This probably has a lot to do with the exodus coming from Iran as well with their funds. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat that for the rest of the week. We'll see. Looking at Bitcoin interest over time against all the other assets that are mostly searched on Google by the normies: XRP, Solana, Ethereum, and Doge. And Bitcoin, of course, still stealing the show as per always. With XRP, like basically almost flatlining with the rest of them down here. Again, lower and lower and lower almost every single day. This to me feels like a bottom indicator. The normies usually, guys, if you have been sleeping under a rock, normies usually look up XRP quite a lot, right? And it's the past 12 months. Quite a lot. This is the least amount of interest I've ever seen with XRP. So the normies definitely are not in. The retail is not in crypto right now. It's just a dead given, man. It's a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway for me. All right, so yeah, just kind of dwindling there. Interest more on Bitcoin right now than anything else. All right, guys, 68,500, 400 on Bitcoin. Let's see if I can make it to the end here and actually do my my thing. Yes, of course, predicting more Bitcoin's going to go again tonight into the foreign market open. Foreign market already started to attempt to break out. They got rejected here at this wick right around 68.9, just about an hour ago, a half hour ago. It's here. Yep, so it is still on a little bit of a bull path. Hasn't broken down yet. It's possibly double top here and come back up for another move right around 9:30. That's kind of what we're looking at on the short term. The big move I still have, you guys have been counting my beginning of my stream or my live stream this morning. This is the big move I'm looking at still. It's basically stuck in a very constructed pattern, getting tighter as we attempt to be breaking out above 70K. We touched 70K twice in the past 2 weeks. More than likely, that is what, or actually, it's twice in the past week. That's only been 4 days. 4 days. So, and length of time that we've been doing this now, I've been stuck in this range for more than 30, or around 30 days now. Around 30 days, been stuck in this range. I think tomorrow will be 27 days. Today's 26. And with the power of the worm moon, with the power of the worm moon, we can get back above 70K. It's a lagging indicator. Trust me, bro. Oh, shit. But I did have a lot of fun with you guys last night. I stayed up way too late, though. I slept most of the day away just trying to recover from the stomach bug I got. All right. Let's see what one check on the order books, and then we'll do, of course, a crypto prediction on Bitcoin. Here we go. One last look. Anything developing? Anything exciting? Not really. Setting up resistance right around that 70K level, or I'm telling you, we're gonna probably see a retest here, hopefully. If we do break through 69K, more than likely we do actually test that 69.5 and possibly see a breakout. That's still the range we're looking at, hopefully getting through tonight. That's going to be our 68.9 on that wick back up. 68.9, okay, 69 flat, something like that. Anything else below us holding us up? 67.9. Looks like 67.8 more than likely. It's always 8s and 3s. It's right here, of course, on the wick. It's pretty obvious where that is going to be on that support there. Back testing all the way back here from the run up on Monday. So yeah, we're still stuck in a staircase pattern. Haven't deterred from this yet. Haven't even come back down to retest the trend line here since the afternoon. So it's pretty healthy, even if we do see a pullback tonight, back here and back here to the trend line. We're still stuck in this overall trend. That's still the idea I have for hopefully a retest of the low 70s by the end of the week. All right. All right, let's see if we can clean this up and do the thing again, guys. All right, so again, if you guys didn't catch the morning live, winning.
We're gonna win so much.
Baseline bear, basically landing on top of baseline last night. Cleaning it up for another round of predictions. All right, we're gonna burn some more money. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got to work with. Let's see my top fans tonight. We got A-Train coming in with 325 XP. Let's go, A-Train. Thank you for being my #1 fan tonight. Braveheart McFreedom at 250. Brave! Freedom, let's go. And then we got 75 XP coming in with EZ, tied with Nebs and Crypto Quintin, and Jake for number 3. Number 3, guys. Thanks again for coming out and, of course, supporting the live. All right, Miss Cody, where's he been hiding? He's been busy, man. Ben, he's been busy. Yeah, he's been going. He's got an internship, right? And then he's got his main job, and then I mean, he's got all the commute. Yeah, so he's been really busy lately. And he's got some decisions to make too. So hopefully he's making some good decisions with, you know, with the time he's got to think about it. Let's get back to yes. Where are we going with Bitcoin tonight? Let's do it. Let's do it. I am almost through my stream without throwing up. That's awesome. It's awesome. All right, let's do it. All right, first step in the chaos magic is we light the candle. Yes, we light the Bitcoin candle. Place it on the altar. I like to check. I like to check, of course, if my shrine's ever working, which I don't think it's ever going to work again. Yeah, I'm gonna try to clean off the shrine as well because there's a lot of crap on it. Let's see. I still have my rhodonite on there. I've been running with that, man. I really like it. I really like it. We have the moonstone, of course, from last night for the warm moon. So we have the moonstone still on the table. I think it's still being in effect too. I think it's still gonna be in effect for at least another few hours, and then that'll be it for the full moon. So I'm probably going to be utilizing that energy still tonight. I'm going to be burning a $20 bill. Let's burn it. Let's kill it. Goodbye, Jackson. Goodbye. All right. Quickly put that back on the altar while it's still on fire. And you know what? I'm going to add some red jasper to the altar as well via this Charmander. God, it's so silly. I found that at a flea market somewhere. I forget. Years ago. Yeah, and then I'm going to add the rhodonite because why the hell not? I need more chaos. Let's go. All right, so that's where we're going. I'm not even going to try to support Bitcoin tonight with Onyx. We're just going to run this bitch up. All right, we're just going to run this bitch up. Let's go. All right, let's place our ritual sticks back into position. For this evening, we're looking at midnight, right there, right on top of 12. There we go. If you guys haven't seen me do Crypto Chaos Magic before, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. I do this every single night to predict where Bitcoin is likely to go into the next trading session. And yeah, it pretty much works every single damn time with about 97% accuracy. Probably closer to 98 now because I don't remember the last time we were even wrong anymore, man. It's been a long time. I want to be wrong, guys. I'm so tired of being right.
What are you, stupid?
Even throughout the weekend, I really try to challenge myself, and we still kill it on the weekends. All right. So yeah, this is what Bitcoin's still stuck in a range here. It's been stuck in this range since Tuesday, beginning of Tuesday, I guess. We lost it for a little while. It was a similar range we had back here. This is what I was telling you guys when we were stuck in this range back here, that we're just going to put another leg up and then start doing the same thing up here. And I feel like we're tight in that range now. We can still do it. All right, enough breaking it down. I gotta of course continue while the ritual's still in effect. If you guys are following along at home, 9, 12, and 3, according to my ritual sticks, are all the volatility times, the most volatile times for Bitcoin and crypto assets. And of course, stocks, everything else. For the most part, when I've been able to identify, this works for Bitcoin. But anyway, yeah, so 9 being the morning open, 12 being the intraday trading session, and 3 being the wind down to the close. These are all into effect around the entire clock, around the clock, inversely on the other side of the world if you are in Eastern Standard Time. That's why I do everything based on Eastern Standard Time. I've adapted my entire life, no matter where I live, to Eastern Standard Time. All right. So anyway, where are we likely to go, guys? I got to do this while I still am feeling well, and also have the instrument of chaos via the ritual. So yeah, we're going to be doing our baseline first, as always. Here we go. 9:07 right now. The foreign market's been open for about 2 hours. An hour and a half, I believe, in Japan. All right, let's go. Baseline target. We're going to come back over here around 10:30. 10:30 for one more retest to see if we can break out. If we do get rejected, we could come back down the channel and then come back up for another pass right around 12:30. If we do break out of there, we're going to probably bounce off of 70K. This will be the third time we retest 30K in a week, in about 3 or 4 days. So it would be pretty bullish, actually, even on our baseline target. I'm just going to stop there, though, right around 3 o'clock, losing that area, coming back down to another low, maybe losing this right around 6 or 7 o'clock, coming back up and keeping it maybe for the morning open. I'd like to see a little progress tonight. This would be at least a flippening back onto the rails of our parallel channel, right down the middle for the morning open tomorrow on Wednesday. Wednesdays are usually pretty good days too, pretty good trading days. Most of the positive effects in the markets happen Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I do like Wednesday. All right. Let's get that arrow out of there. It's driving me crazy. Alright, let me do the thing. Alrighty. Alright, still on the 15-minute. Yes, we are. Alright. That's going to be our baseline target. Bear case scenario. We're going to lose this right around midnight, 12, maybe 11:30. We'll lose that area. Come back down to retest the trend line. If we cannot get back above the trend line, we're going to grind this on down and then lose 67K. 67K will fall down to about 66.5. 66.5 will come down to the bottom of the channel. And if we lose the channel, we're going back down to, 63,000. We haven't touched that since the beginning of last week or the end of last week. We had one test of it down there not too long ago. So it's possible we do return back there for another try. That's not bearish enough, though, man. We gotta get more bearish. Nah, screw it. We're gonna come back up to the trend line here and then continue on throughout the day. I drew this way too fast. Way too fast. Too slow, I guess. Too slow on my projection. It's gotta come down faster than that. Yep. So, yep, something like this, and then there we go. Now we're going into Monday. I was all the way out to like 9 o'clock in the evening. All right, it's going to be our bear case scenario for Bitcoin tomorrow on that move. Bull case scenario for Bitcoin. We're going to retest the top of this channel and break out. Possibly getting up to about 70K retest first, right around 10:30. Not later, of course, late in the day, but early. We do see a retest of about 70, 75. Hopefully by midnight, and then if we break out, we're going to go to about, well, we stop around 75. And then come back down and consolidate, hopefully above the overall channel. I'd love to see us stay there and work into some tight price action for another leg up in the morning to get where we really need to go, back up to about 80,000 by next week. So, but it might take 2 weeks, not a single week. It took 3 weeks for us to do this sideways chop just to get back up to retest. I get the commitment to go to 70K again. So. Yeah, and it might take a little bit longer, maybe 3 weeks of consolidation. All right, so this is what we're at right now on our predictions. We're looking at the baseline, bear and bull, super bull and super base. Our super bear. Super bear would take us down to $55,000 in quick succession. Yeah, we'll just send it down there, and maybe we'll get back up to like 60K on that wick by the morning. That's probably not going to happen in the foreign market, though. Just saying, it's probably going to happen in the following day, and that'll be, of course, in Wednesday afternoon if it does happen. All right, and I'm still not calling for that because it rarely ever plays out. Same thing with the super bull case scenario. We're trying to run that thing up to about 85K, come back down maybe to about 80,000 for the to settle that move. That's going to be our super bull case scenario. All right, all of the probabilities are on the chart now for tonight's price action. Where do I think it's really going to go? Oh, man. I'm bullish, man. I'm bullish, and the whole meat of this move still is kind of bullish. It's bullish. We haven't even come down the trend line yet. It's been 9 hours. We haven't tested the trend in 9 hours. I think it's fine. We come down here. I'm gonna go baseline bear just because I feel like the trend has to play out. I could go down as high as 70K, so that's bullish. But we can also come back down the trend line as well, so that's bearish. So I'm going to be baseline bearish tonight for the most part. I would love to be wrong. I'd love for us to be opening tomorrow at like 72, but I just don't see it. We don't see it yet. But either way, the trend's your friend. I think that's where we're headed. I think we're heading in the right direction unless we don't see any other major catalysts that push us to the downside. We are pretty much in a bull structure. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Right before I go, I have a few more minutes. Wow, it's like clockwork, man. Almost 9:30 on the nose. Feel better, Redman. Thank you so much, man. Nebs, I appreciate it. I don't know what the hell I ate, or if it even was what I ate, because it seems like no matter what I eat, I feel upset now. So I don't know. I don't know. Nebs says, when's your number two movie night? Nebs, we're gonna have to facilitate that on Discord. I was gonna post today a poll on the Patreon if you guys prefer to just us to drop the Zooms and just do Discord exclusively from now on and have everyone forced to learn Discord. It's next week is going to be a challenge with the Patreon because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to facilitate the lockup, if you will, the way we really intended to. So the only way to really make that happen is Discord, man. Discord. Ben says no polls, just agree with me. On the movie. He's talking about the movie. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll watch Prison. We'll watch Prison School. Yes, we'll watch Prison School this weekend. How about that? This weekend. We'll just do it, Ben. We'll just do it. I gotta be nice to Ben, man. He's been asking for that for like months. Like probably like 6 months, 5 or 6 months since he first mentioned it. All right, catching up with the rest of you guys here. Silver, yes, I was second until it dropped the cheese and send me to bronze. Oh geez, you guys. What else we have here? What's that, skimmer? What Otaku the skimmer. Yeah, I'm skimming through the chat. Jake. Let's see. Ben Lawrence says, anytime Barca loses, I'm happy, even if it's in checkers. What? Barca? I don't know what you mean by that. That will put hair on your chest, Braveheart. Jesus. Braveheart Freedom says, that's what my dad said when he tried a rare sip of his beer. He never told me that it would creep to my back, though. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't even drink beer, and I got hair everywhere. Ben Lawrence says, Miss Cody, where is he been hiding? Where has he been hiding? He's been hiding at work, like always. The Cody. Oh shit. All right, yes, Ben. I made Ben happy. That's all that matters. I love you, Ben. All right, guys. With that, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna try to get a shower, lay down, and just rest the entire evening. I gotta get over this stomach bug, man. It's 2 days now. But yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow on Wednesday, and of course, to Wednesday will be our another Patreon live after the live show at 9:30. Right around this time tomorrow, we will be live. Thanks again, Crypto Quentin. Yes, thanks again. Take care, Otaku. Take care, guys. Everyone, of course, helping me grow, and we are growing, guys. I just noticed we added another 10 or 20 since the last time I did my live. I'm like, what the hell? Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, we're definitely growing. We're definitely growing. Much love from Crypto Quentin. Thank you so much. Good night, bro. G-Dog, good night to you as well. Always love to hear the sound of your voice, G-Dog. So smooth, so smooth. I'll take it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe, says Ben. Like and subscribe. Later.